like-minded maniacs and go out and see if you can keep it going for 24 hours. We did our first event at Wakefield in 2015. And it's exploded. This event is now the biggest of all the events that we've done so far, and each year it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, viewers, I've just had my stint, just come out to the spectator area for a bit of a rest. As you can see, plenty of spectators here for the race. There's a car driving around, Johnny Cash tribute car, and whenever the yellow flag comes out, up goes the radio, Johnny Cash. What a race.
So we had an approach from Sean, the leader, the commander-in-chief of Lemons, to put on this event, and look, it's one of those sort of phone calls that you sort of take one day and you go, oh yeah mate, we want to put on this event for cars that are all worth, and we want to put 50 cars on your track that are all worth $999, and you sort of go, oh yeah, right, no worries. So we sort of absolutely give you the benefit of the doubt, and we put a bit of a plan together, and then essentially it just sort of got born from there. We obviously had to put it to our insurers and see that they were happy to do it and how we could do it, put together a set of regulations.
We kick-started Wakefield with, I think it was 25 cars, and today we've got just one car under 60. So it's a lot of fun. Everyone's having a ball. So every time a team member does something stupid, the penalties get larger and longer.
Tell us what's going on here, what happened?
We've already given him driver lessons earlier today. He's been out in a plastic car and practiced his gear changing, his foot movements, trying to get some coordination to the fella. That didn't work for us, so we're going to strap him to the car and give him a different bird's eye view while he gets pushed around the track and learns how to drive a car somehow.
I promise to drive my car on the track and do it properly. I promise, I really promise to do this on the track and stay on the track.
What we're trying to do is trying to teach them to slow down and be a little bit more respectful of other drivers and be a little bit smarter with their driving skills, if they've got any. So we do everything from make them do children's jigsaw puzzles, glad wrap them to the top of their car, put them in a garbage bin and get them to push the garbage bin, the rest of the team push the garbage bin up and down, and give them a megaphone of the offending driver, and they ask forgiveness from all the other teams. So we've got a list a mile long of messing with their heads.
There is a big range of driving ability here at Wakefield Park this weekend. We have got some learners out there who, again, haven't been to a race circuit before, and this is their first time at a race circuit. And I've had great pleasure in talking to a lot of them this morning. And there are some others here which we know who do a lot of racing with us all the time, particularly at state and national series. So, it's funny to see them in their, little Lemons cars and going out there, and their lap times are a lot slower than what they normally do. So you are literally from beginner to experience and everywhere in between. And that shows obviously with some skill level on the track, and that shows with speed of cars on the track sort of thing as well. But, and that's, I guess, one of the beauties of this event is that, it's like the old tortoise and hare scenario. You don't have to be the fastest car out there. You've got to be the one that finishes on Sunday night, and then you've had a successful weekend. Not be continually being recovered or continually being towed back in and continually trying to fix your car because you're driving it too hard.
Yeah, this is just, this is shits and giggles. Come out here, don't take it too seriously, and get away from the world and all the crap that's in it for 3 days, and bring out 4 or 5 of your mates and have a bit of fun. People need to go and have some more fun, and this is a cheap way to go and have some fun in cars, and there's not many people that don't like cars and don't like driving.
Chaos, gonna be chaos, gonna be chaos. You want trouble? Chaos, gonna be chaos, gonna be chaos. Yeah, that's what you want.
Oh, check her out, the big Ford Falcon station wagon, holding her own here on the track. Or as we like to say, it's Geelong versus the rest of the world. We'll be back with more Blokes Club after these messages.
You want some chaos?
just had my first stint in the Blokes World car here at Wakefield Park. I was myself at first going out of pit lane. Then I was thinking, I just want the yellow flag to come out so I can have a look at where the track goes. But it was just full on into it straight away. So yeah, got swamped by people going into the first turns, like, fuck, what's going on? There's people everywhere. And then coming out of turn one, and it's like, all right, I thought I'd try and stay behind someone, but they're going fast. And then, yeah, it took me about sort of like 2 laps to get into it. And then it's like, oh, I think I can maybe outbrake one of them. And then, yeah, can't outbrake them, but got into a bit of a groove after sort of 3 or 4 laps, and it's all in the back end. It feels like a big tank that you're just going to wallow around. And yeah, it was pretty heavy steer. Oh, the steering's light, but just the whole, you turn, and then it's like the steering's in the back because the back end's out like this. Yeah, sick. It was so good.
The best thing at all was watching Brownie get in the car. I mean, Brownie was he was so nervous. He's had his family here, and his dad's come down, and his 2 young boys have come to watch him race. I mean, it was just absolutely fantastic to see him, get into the actual spirit of it. When he was in the car, he was just giving us the double thumbs ups and doing throws to TV. The guy was just absolutely beaming. When he came out of the car, he was running around the pits.
With my experience on motorsports, I basically had my first race when I was 3.5 years old on a flat track motorbike. Raced right up until I was 18, broke 5 vertebrae in my neck at 18, stopped my racing career, started up my business, Browns Graphics, and just been doing fun things after the time of that. Organised, you're going to give another 20 laps for that. So I've done like go-kart sort of thing and golf buggies. That's sort of like my 4-wheel experience. So kind of just, putting along. This is actually on a tar. It's the first time I've actually been in a car with a roll cage, and part of me wants to sell all my bikes and just buy some sick-ass race car and just fucking hook in. So the first thing I noticed with the car was a lot of weight in it. With motorbikes, you kind of look for bumps and ruts, and you look for that kind of stuff on a track to prepare yourself for a corner and that. With the race car, it's just dead flat. You got nothing to bounce off in that, so kind of finding the spot where to brake on the corner, that was the part that I found hard. And there's a lot of weight there behind it, so then you got to really use a gearbox to downshift and engine braking. Actually, something that was pretty funny. Coming out of one of the turns, I was honking in second gear, and then went to change into third and went straight into first gear. So, so I was like, put the clutch in, and no one's seen that. All right, keep on going. Motorhead to me, I've known 8A for 15 whatever years, and whenever he gave me that idea of what the car was, it's like, that's just 8A Blokes World down to a T. Like, it's the most professional bogan setup you ever see is Blokes World. So the boys wanted me to put a bit of a design on the car, wrap it. As it is, I had other work that I had to do, and the boys were driving down, and it's like, hey boys, you want to stop and get something to eat? I'm going to be a bit longer than I anticipated. Oh, what is that? Oh, well, I haven't really printed anything out yet. So yeah, I designed it up and got it stuck on during the night, and we pretty much 2 o'clock in the morning I think we finished. And without Rubbin's racing, I just want to get out there and give it some more and see if I can hunt down some cars and try and if I see one car, I want to try and get past him, try to get past the ones that are just a little bit quicker than me.
Well, make sure you're watching next week, because next week we go to Las Vegas for the World Bricklaying Championships and the Vegas Shot Show. Till then, be nice to one another.
The machine.